Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me here at Major Arcanum. I've already pre-shuffled the cards so that we can get started right away. This will be the bedspread for 18 and over lovers crowd. I will place the masculine energy on the left, feminine on the right, but of course, assign the role however it fits because you might not sleep on the left side of the bed. Let's get started. So for the masculine side, King of Wands, feminine side, Eight of Spades. This is the current energy. Masculine, feminine. Ooh, okay, and then the outcome. Okay. So on the masculine side, this is complete satisfaction. The masculine here is really enjoying themselves with this King of Wands. This is like ultimate passion and lust and everything being fulfilled in that way. So I feel like in this instance or with this card, it's like the masculine is more of the aggressor and making sure that this person is getting fulfilled in the whatever way they need it. So the Eight of Spades, Eight of Swords rather, is the feminine energy, and this card is representing being tired. Now it could be that this person is just tired from being busy with this masculine. I feel like could be worn out physically. This could be literally tired. But also this card could also represent just being tired of maybe this masculine always getting their way and wanting things to be overturned a little bit to get their own satisfaction or their own pleasure, for their own pleasure to be acknowledged at least. So either of those. Current energy, the Empress card. The Empress card is talking about things done in moderation, right? So if it's the masculine energy always getting their way, it's kind of like taking notice of other signals that the feminine energy or the partner wants their own needs met. So paying attention to the signals that your person is unsatisfied or maybe too timid to speak up, not wanting to anger you, or maybe not anger. I feel like anger is too strong of a word, but it's like the masculine should be aware of the feminine's position or mood or attitude so that they can also get some kind of satisfaction. Just being aware. So doing this or getting your way in moderation. Also in the current energy is the Two of Pentacles. And this card is satisfaction. So I feel like as long as both parties are present in the situation or present in these encounters or rendezvous, that both parties can be satisfied, because the Two of Pentacles does mean satisfaction here. So now we have some progression with the Three of Pentacles. This is like sexual appetite being fulfilled, right? And that's a clear sign anyway, just because look, the masculine is really getting his way all of the time. But this Three of Pentacles, because I feel like things are progressing from the two and then to three, progressing slowly, albeit, but progressing, I feel like the sexual appetite for both masculine and feminine is going to be fulfilled. So on the masculine side, the King of Swords, this is the masculine energy is so confident, so, I don't know, like strong and powerful. This is a person who, look, doesn't really have to worry about whether they're gaining weight or how they look physically. This person is so self-assured in their power that they just want to have fun. And I feel like that's part of the intrigue of this person. So somebody who's so confident in themselves that they can really get whatever they want. And so, look, we have two kings on the masculine side. This is somebody who really knows their power, their strength. And I feel like that's why they oftentimes get what they want. So the Ten of Wands, this card is also another card signaling tired. Like we saw earlier with this Eight of Swords. Now we have the Ten of Wands also representing some kind of tired energy. So could be that maybe this couple is overexerting themselves and needs a real restful period. The King of Pentacles. Oh, another king here. Oh my gosh, it's like almost every king is present so far, and this card is representing getting getting fulfilled. I feel like this king energy, this masculine energy here, is like somebody who knows what they want, and that's that. Like that's what they want. It has to be their way or the highway. So I feel like maybe a little bit of ego is involved here, but I feel like this person is so aggressive or so strong or so powerful that they're hard to approach, hard to talk to, hard to confide in. And so I feel like this is somebody who gets their way only because the other partner is too timid to speak up for themselves. So on the feminine side, the Six of Swords, and this card is vulnerability. This card represents vulnerability because look how everyone's dressed, like in costume, almost like those like fetish type of vibes, but there's no embarrassment here. There's no humiliation here. This person who is so timid to speak to their masculine and tell them what they want, what they like, tired of having things the masculine's way only. I feel like it's the feminine who really wants to try something new, try something different, and be fulfilled sexually in a different way, or just fulfilled in a different way. Maybe it's emotionally, maybe it's communication, right? Because swords are represented here. But the Six of Spades is being vulnerable. So possibly wanting the masculine to be more vulnerable and more open, more accepting, so that they can confide or confess their own desires and what they want out of this relationship. But there's no embarrassment here because look, I mean, it's kind of like everybody else has their own kinks, right? So if they have theirs, you have yours. What's there to be embarrassed about? So the next card is the Devil card. The Devil card represents temptation sometimes. So wanting to, I feel like this is going to be a test of whether you can stand up for yourself. The feminine can stand up for themselves and really advocate for themselves about what they want out of this relationship so that it's not totally one-sided. I feel like right now, this energy, this whole reading is talking about the masculine getting their way and it's totally one-sided. So I feel like this is a test about whether the feminine can speak up and advocate for herself so that she can get her way. So this card also again represents also a little bit of tiredness, just like the Eight of Swords, just like the Ten of Wands. This also represents tiredness, but this is in a different way. Tired of doing the same old thing. Like maybe they're always doing missionary. Maybe it's just kind of like the feminine wanting to have more control over the situation, right? Over the sexual position. So I feel like just tired of doing the same old thing all the time and wanting to add a little bit of adventure. So in this situation, it's like doing it in a different room or a different location, right? So just things being a little bit different. So the Four of Swords. Now this is the feminine being a little bit more assertive. This is the feminine energy, not like stopping all of this progress or stopping all of these actions. This is the feminine really pausing, taking time to reflect about how imbalanced the relationship is and what they can do to change it. So I feel like this is the beginning steps of making some changes. And then look, it's not like a very slow process because we're already at the 4 and then we get the 6, right? So there is some progression here. Jumps from 4 all the way to 6 like that, and then we have the 8. So 4, 6, 8. Next it'll be 10. So progress is going to be made. I feel like the feminine energy really is going to advocate for herself. Now again, remember there's no gender in tarot, so assign it however it fits. The 9 of Wands in this deck represents caution. The feminine still looking over her shoulder, right? Not really trusting totally that the masculine is going to fulfill her requests, fulfill her desires. I feel like there's a little bit of hesitation here with the feminine, but she's giving him a chance to accommodate, right? Giving him the opportunity to do something different. So there's a little bit of caution there. Then we have the High Priestess, which talks about things being guarded. I feel like this, again, is kind of like it could be either, right? The masculine wants things their way. They're used to getting their way because they are so far the king of almost everything. The only one missing here is King of Cups, right? But I feel like this is the masculine being guarded, not wanting or having things done their way because they know what they like, but also they don't like to lose control. They don't like to give control up to anybody else. But also for the high priestess, I mean, for the feminine energy, this is also being a little bit guarded because I feel like she is still kind of looking over her shoulder. But the Two of Wands here, this card represents, see how we earlier saw these folks dressed up and we talked about fetish and kinks. I feel like this is the masculine here finally taking off their mask, right? Becoming a little bit more vulnerable. I feel like the masculine really is trying to negotiate or not negotiate. I feel like the masculine is really trying to please the feminine, giving her a little bit more control about how things will progress, trying not to have all of the power in the relationship and just trying to balance things out. I do feel like this is what this card is representing, and it is in the outcome energy. So hopefully that's what you needed to hear, is that there will be a transition, some kind of shift of power so that things can start balancing out. So I wish you so much luck in your situation. Thank you for being here with me and take care. Bye.